Hey guys, what's up? Back with another video, and on today's video I'm going to go through my AEW Double or Nothing 2026 predictions for this coming Sunday, May 24th. As of right now, we have 10 matches to go through, so no time like the present. Let's get it on, shall we? Let's predict some Double or Nothing. So we kick off with the pre-show match. We have Divine Dominion of Megan Bayne and Lena Cross in a 5-minute challenge, their challenge that they've been doing on Dynamite and Collision over the past couple of weeks. They face Zeta Steel and Viva Van. I'm sorry if I mispronounced those names. Yeah, Zeta Steel and Viva Van in a 5-minute challenge. I'm going to go with the champions to pick up the victory, to dominate as usual, as their name suggests. I'm going to go with the champions to pick up the victory. So yeah, Divine Dominion for the pre-show win. Next matchup, we kick off the main card with the International Championship on the line as Okada takes on Takeshita. The match we've been waiting for a while. They did have a little preview match in December at World's End, but this is the real deal. This is for the International Championship. We have Okada taking on Takeshita. I'm going to go with Takeshita on this one to pick up the victory. Okada's had that belt for a while, I think since All In Texas last year when he beat Kenny to unify the championships. So I think it's time for a new champion, and I think Takeshita will be that guy to beat Okada for the championship. Next matchup, we have an I Quit match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships as FTR defend the tag team titles in an I Quit match against Cage and Copeland. I'm going to go with Cage and Copeland. The stipulation is if Cage and Copeland lose, they will never be able to team up again, and I think we've got plenty of mileage left with Christian Cage and Adam Copeland as a tag team, so I don't see them losing. So I think we're going to crown new tag team champions at Double or Nothing, with Cage and Cope winning the tag titles. Next matchup, we have the Stadium Stampede match, the return of Stadium Stampede, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the first Stadium Stampede match since the first All In Wembley show back in 2023. We have Chris Jericho teaming up with the Hurt Syndicate and the Elite of Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Jack Perry to take on the Don Callis family of Mark Davis, Andrade, shall I say. So many members of the Don Callis family, you get confused sometimes. Mark Davis, Andrade, and then of course the demands of Ricochet's group, and of course the dogs of Finlay and Clark Connors. I'm going to go with Team Jericho on this one to pick up the win. Ricochet's been beating Jericho ever since Jericho returned to AEW, and I think it's time for Jericho to finally get that win over Ricochet in Stadium Stampede. The match that Jericho kind of invented. He was in the very first one back in 2020, so how poetic would it be for Jericho to win 6 years later at Double or Nothing at 2026? So I'm going to go with Jericho's lot on that one. Next matchup, we have the AEW Women's World Championship on the line. We have Tekla defending the championship against Hikaru Shida, Chris Statlander, and Jamie Hayter in a fatal 4-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. I'm going to go with Tekla to retain. Tekla's been awesome as champion since she won it back in early March, and I don't see her losing it anytime soon, so I'm going to go with Tekla to retain. Next matchup, we have the first match in the Owen Hart tournament. We have this is the men's portion. We have Will Ospreay taking on Samoa Joe. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. I look forward to this one. I'm going to go with Will Ospreay to pick up the victory. I think, spoiler alert, I think Will Ospreay is going to go the entire way in this Owen Hart tournament to get that title shot at Wembley. So I'm going to go with Will Ospreay to pick up the victory in the first round in the quarterfinals against Samoa Joe. Speaking of the men's tournament, the men's Owen Hart tournament quarterfinals, we have the other side bracket. We have Swerve Strickland taking on Bandito, the Ring of Honor World Champion. I'm going to go with Swerve Strickland on this one. I think it's going to be him and Brody King in the next round because Brody's got a match with Claudio in the other side of the bracket. So I'm going to go with Swerve Strickland to beat Bandito on this one. And I think it'll be another solid matchup. Speaking of, we move over to the women's side of the Owen Hart tournament. We have Athena, the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, taking on Mina Shirakawa in the Owen Hart tournament. This was supposed to be Willow Nightingale taking on Alex Windsor in the quarterfinal, but unfortunately Willow had to pull out of the tournament So no, that match is no longer taking place, and also she had to vacate the TBS Women's Championship. So hope Willow recovers soon. It's a shame that it happened, especially with with this opportunity coming up. But yeah, hopefully so now Alex Winder has to take on a wild card. That's the freaking name that they call it, the wild card, which I think will be Mercedes Moné. But I'm going to go with Athena in this match against Mina Shirakawa. I'm going to go with Athena to advance to face the winner of Sky Blue and Saraya, which will happen in the next coming weeks. So I'm going to go with Athena on that one. Next matchup, we have the AEW Continental Championship on the line in a no time limit match with a Full Gear 2025 rematch. It's almost like AEW knew that they were going to release AEW Full Gear and will end this close to Double or Nothing, because we got another match that happened at those pay-per-views happening here as Jon Moxley defends the AEW Continental Championship against the man who we tapped out to at Full Gear 2025 against Kyle O'Reilly for in a no time limit match for the Continental Championship. I don't think the same result's going to happen. I think Jon Moxley will retain. I think it's going to be. They had a fantastic match last night on Dynamite, which went to a time limit draw in a eliminator match. So I think Mox will pick up the victory because he's gotten to kill that demon of tapping out to Kyle O'Reilly back in November. So I'm going to go Jon Moxley to retain. Which brings us on to the main event. We have the new AEW World Champion, Darby Allin, defending the AEW World Championship for like the 8th time, I think, in 5 weeks. The man's been crazy. The man's been defending on Dynamite, Collision, against all comers. This match, he's going to be facing the former champ MJF in a championship versus hair match. Man, would I love to see MJF bald. I think that would be an interesting storyline, but I'm going to go with the safe pick of MJF winning back the AEW World Championship. I think Darby Allin is going to have a fast reign with the championship, but I don't think it's going to be a long one. If that makes any sense. I think there's another pun there, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to go with MJF to pick up the victory and become the 3-time AEW World Champion. It's been an incredible run for Darby, but I just don't see him lasting if he carries on with this momentum that he's on. I mean, I don't see him lasting to Forbidden Door, with all the title defenses he's doing on Dynamite and Collision. So I think he's going to lose it back to MJF, even though I would love to see MJF bald. So it is what it is. So either way, I'm happy either way with whatever results, but I'm going to go with MJF to regain the AEW World Championship. And there you go. There is my predictions for AEW Double or Nothing 2026. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments. Leave me a like if I deserve it, and I'll see you guys on the next video, whenever that may be. Until next time, much love and peace, and I'm out.